Today we're here in Priest River, of all places. Now, many of you may not have heard of Priest River, but it is a small community here in North Idaho. We're going to talk a little bit about Priest River here, give you a little bit of an idea what this little community looks like, and I'll show you a few different price points here in this area, see if there's anything that might interest you, and we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, then go ahead and subscribe below, tap the bell so you can be notified every time we talk about anything going on up here in the North Idaho area. Hi, I'm Reed Wilson and I'm with Living North Idaho Life. And like I said, we are here in the Priest River area, standing out here in front of the little county museum, not county, but the Priest River Museum, which sits here kind of on the banks of the Pend Oreille River. Across the river, I don't know if you can see from here, is the lumber yard. And then right over here is kind of the historic downtown that they've done a lot of. I got some footage coming through the downtown. It's kind of a neat little area. This whole area right here is really a pretty neat little area. It's pretty eclectic. So you got a lot of the older homes, then you got a lot of newer homes that are being built. One of the great things about this area is it's affordable. It's probably one of the most affordable places here in North Idaho, where you can still buy property in that low 200,000 range. This town here is under about 2,000 in population. It is growing, but it sits kind of towards, as you come north from, you're about an hour out of Coeur and about 25-30 minutes from Sandpoint. So coming across Highway 2 there, going to Washington, there's a little town called Old Town that sits right on the border of Washington on Highway 2 and Highway 41. I'll kind of give a little better understanding as we look at the map, but I thought we'd take a look at this little area. If you're looking for an affordable place to live, maybe you're looking at retirement, or you can work remotely and you're not wanting to spend a lot of money, but you're looking for just a beautiful place to be. Well, this place sits in the pines. It sits right on the mouth of the Priest River, which flows into the Pend Oreille River, which comes down from Priest Lake. And so if you are looking to be close to probably one of the most beautiful places here in the United States, then I would highly recommend a visit to Priest Lake. But this is a great little area. It's affordable. So, you know, it's a little farther away. You're not going to see, you know, a lot of the jobs here that you probably would in the bigger areas. Like I said, lumber and timber is a big commodity here. Supplies a lot of the jobs. Like I said, they got the lumber mill over just across the river there. So keep that in mind as you're looking around, but let's go take a look at some of these areas and just see if there's something out there that might interest you. Okay, let's talk about Priest River and give you a little idea about where Priest River's at and see what we can do to kind of help you get a little better understanding with the video and kind of what's going on. Spokane down here, Coeur d'Alene's over here. You got that I-90, it comes on across, goes east and west. And then Priest River actually sits right up here. So the quickest route from, you know, down in the Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls area, here's Post Falls, is Highway 41 that kind of comes on up, shoots up through Spirit Lake, Blanchard, probably caught those videos of ours, into Old Town, and then you jump on Highway 2 and you come on across. Now also, what's convenient from up there, if you're up in the Priest River area and say you need access to Spokane, or maybe you fly out frequently or something like that, there also is a route that brings you in and drops you right down into North Spokane, and you can jump out here to the airport. A couple different routes there. So there is some options there to get in and out of Spokane. So, you know, although it kind of looks a little distant, a little far, it may not be as far as maybe you're thinking. From downtown Coeur d'Alene, you are about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on traffic. And where you're going to see your traffic is Highway 41 does tend to get a little busier. A lot of people come, and I'll show the video where I'm coming in. I come in along the river here, and then we come across the bridge and right into Priest River. It comes right across the Pend Oreille River, so that's pretty cool. But there is a back road here that brings you down, and you can jump into Spirit Lake right here, which saves time from coming all the way down to Old Town, Newport area, and jumping in. And then of course you've got that access coming on in from there. If you're coming into town, if you're jumping over and maybe you want to go to Costco or Walmart, you will have access to some of that. You don't have a Costco in Sandpoint, but they do have a Walmart here in Pend Oreille. You are about anywhere from 20 minutes to 30 minutes out, depending on maybe weather, traffic, and some of that. As you can tell, this road does get a little windy, but it's a beautiful drive because you follow the Pend Oreille River all the way into Sandpoint, which is, absolutely beautiful. So coming back into here, one thing I wanted to show is what's nice about Priest River here is if you've ever been to Priest Lake or have ever heard of anything about Priest Lake's right up here. And this is probably one of the most beautiful areas, I'm biased, in the world, but at least in the United States. This is a beautiful drive up here. It's about an hour drive getting up here, but this area is just absolutely beautiful. This lake sits up there surrounded by mountains. You're in the trees. It's just, if you get a chance to go up and spend some time in that Priest Lake area, definitely, I highly recommend it. But one of the things that was a real draw why I decided to do a video here of the Priest River area was some of the affordability. So, here's that road come across the bridge, and they do have some areas that they're brand new subdivisions in some of these areas that they're doing, and these homes are in the low to mid 300,000 range. You can still buy homes up here in that 225 to 275, that 250 midpoint, which makes it really nice. We're going to throw up a few different homes and some price points, and obviously, when you're this close to water, you're going to have some areas here because you got Priest River right here, and there are just some absolutely beautiful homes in along the river there where they've got access here, which then gives them access out to here. And you can fish, you can water sports, and then obviously you've got access all the way on up into Lake Pend Oreille. So gives you a lot of access going that way. Now there is a dam down here, so you don't have access going a whole lot farther down this other way. So I believe the dam sits right down here, so you are kind of held up, but you do have access to all the river through there. Now this is really quite wide, so if you're going to get out and play around and spend some time, you like the water sports and some of that kind of stuff, fantastic. We did some some footage of the downtown area, the new and improved downtown area, which does sit right here in this area. And as you'll see, there's just a lot of new buildings have been refurbished or brand new put up, replaced, and so it's just a really clean, beautiful downtown area. You do get a lot of businesses in along Highway 2 there between, you got some restaurants and grocery stores, and then, you've got your high schools. Your high school sits right out here in this area. You got a junior high right off over here and an elementary school. And so it does have schooling right there. Now, some of the hard part about this town here is that, the major economy here is probably timber. It's got the big mill that sits right here as you come across the bridge. And so all this area right through here is part of that mill. And, they employ a lot of people there at the mill, whether they're working in the mill or out in the woods cutting timber or driving the trucks to haul the timber in and out and that type of stuff. So other than that, there's, you're not going to see the job opportunities that you would, in some of these bigger areas. But if you happen to have a job that maybe you can work remote or maybe you're retired and looking for a place that's a little more affordable to downsize to, then this might be an option for you that maybe might help you out and give you some relief from some of these bigger areas, more expensive areas like the Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene, Hayden areas. All through along here, there are some communities in along here. I know we talked a little bit about that in Sagal, but they are along through here also, where you'll have some of these little areas with communities that have waterfront amenities, and then everybody's kind of living on secondary waterfront, but you've got a nice park, you've got boat docks and access. So there are some of those areas there. Some of these homes in along the river are just absolutely beautiful, as you can imagine. So there are options through here. And then as you get a little further out from, obviously as you come up, as you come back up towards Priest Lake area, this gets a little more desolate up through here, but you get into some real back country out through here. So if you're really looking for some privacy, you want to be out where you don't have a lot of neighbors and door-to-door salespeople, then there's a lot of country back up through here that offers that. Coming down through all this area here, you see a lot of the 5-acre parcels. You do get some of the higher parcels in those areas that for some of those homesteads. And so you can find just about whatever you're looking for. This is kind of all of the mountain range here. This all kind of looks off this way towards the Blanchard and out towards Washington area. And then of course this stuff comes back this way. So kind of give you an idea. And then there's other areas through here. If you caught our Coquilala, you'll see the mountains all through here. And back up through this area here. So just kind of giving you an idea. It's not flat ground out through there. A lot of trees, a lot of mountains, and a lot of areas to build, to get away. But Priest River offers some nice little amenities. It's just a little bit out of the way, and that's probably what's helped keeping the prices down for housing, because it's not exactly the most convenient place to get in and out of. But gosh, if you have one of those jobs, or you're retired, or you don't need to be running into the bigger town every day for work, then this just may be a great option. Let's take a look at some of the different homes there. We'll kind of give you an idea of what the neighborhoods look like, what that area looks like. We'll get some, drone footage and some street views, and then, like I said, we'll throw up some different price points so you can just kind of get a feel what's out there. And as always, if you got questions or we can help in any way, please reach out, shoot us a text, give us a call, book a Zoom call. Whether it's this area or any other area, we're happy to help and hopefully make your move to Idaho, a very smooth transition.